been a long time since we built the original Miss Ashley, which was one of my experimental planes that had a carbon fiber fuselage. It was in fact the first one I made with a carbon fiber fuselage. We tried during the year that we made that to make a really nice tribute to the late Gary Levitz, who died in the crash of the real Miss Ashley during one of the Reno air races. When we built the original plane, I built a spare wood fuselage, never realizing the destiny for which it would ultimately be part of the plane that I'm flying this year at the NATS. The last time I flew a Miss Ashley at the NATS with a Jet 60 with my own tune pipe, it was just one of the most fabulous years. A lot of good memories. I watch those videos often. We ultimately round up 5th at that NATS, as we've done so many times in the past. We won a lot of contests with that original version of Miss Ashley. That plane is now in England in the company of Elliott Scott, being repaired with the original carbon fiber fuselage. We were lucky enough that year to win Brodak's also. And since then we have made a carbon fiber wing, carbon fiber fuel tank, used the original wood fuselage from the original plane, which we made 2 fuselages. And so we have a unique ship to fly at this year's NATS. We'll be testing some new motors that Dub Jet has out on the market. Trying to work with Dub and Richard Oliver to promote the product line a little. See if our tune pipes are tuned, if our tanks are leaking, if our videos are on track. And this is the original version of Miss Ashley before it became Miss Ashley. Notice it's still number 38 in World Jet paint. In between all our adventures with the Miss Ashley program, we wound up building the Typhoon and the B-25. As we leave for the NATS, the B-25 is still unflown, and we're hoping when we get back from the Nationals, one of the projects we're going to be working on is trying to get our concrete field back, which we lost. We will not get that back till Labor Day, but then transitioning back into some test flying before the year's over on the B-25. We also had another year in between the 2 Miss Ashley years where we flew the Typhoon with a Sato 91 and a Zetron. The Zetron is now fully developed, being used in several events, and it's a turnkey operation. And so we're going to start getting packed up, getting ready. We have so many things to bring to the NATS. It's a shame we will not be able to bring the B-25 unless somebody buys me a bread truck. And we're going to get packed. We're going to get ready to go out to the 2002 Nationals. Well, last year we worked very aggressively on trying to get a Sato 4-stroke into the Walker fly-off, and we managed to accomplish that with the help of the Zetron. And this year we're trying to work with Dub Jet. Wes Demet is here with one of the new motors we got just before we left for the NATS, and this is the brand new bar stock 61. I just wanted to show this on the video before we actually start packing. We're also expecting Ken Tyser to show up a couple days before, and we're going to spend some time, basically hanging out, having pizza, coaching each other. And that in turn then also becomes part of the enjoyment of the NATS, is the interaction. At least for us, it's the interaction we have among friends. And I expect Wes here any minute to, he ran down a post office and was so excited. I know he's got the box, and there's only one box coming. It must be the box with his brand new bar stock 61. Now, even I don't have a bar stock 61. He's the only one's got one around here. So we're going to take a quick look at it. All right, Les is here, and so while he's here, look what he brings. And I just wanted to put a little sneak preview on. This is one of Les's dream projects, of course, with a big 4-stroke and a, hopefully, what are we going to talk about? Retracts? Throttle control, both of them? Oh man, Zetron City.
So well.
Now, I never thought of this myself. Let me get a better view of this, where we have the 3 views. But it actually makes quite a nice stunt ship. It actually would evolve into. Let's get the 3 views here. And this is a little preview. This will probably be parts of this project will be on next year's subscriber videos when we do our what we don't know yet, if it's going to be the Blackbird. Where's the 3 views in this list? I just saw them a minute ago.
They were in here, right?
Okay, would that make... Now, I'm assuming all you got to do is move the hinge line forward.
It looks like it.
I wouldn't even be surprised if this is the right relationship. Downey would know. Move the flap hinge line. You know the only problem? You got swept forward. Well, you got to make lucky boxes, you know, just like the B-25.
Yeah. So you're gonna need dihedral.
Yeah, oh yeah. This without dihedral is nonsense. Now, it doesn't have a lot of dihedral.
No.
But you'd still be able to slide the tank over the wing, which would be a nice choice. It's going to be a hell of a plane. This is going to be really nice. So what'd you do? Just pick this up at Linda's? Oh yeah, no choice of paint jobs either. Oh my God.
Well, some of it's pretty sexy, I'll tell you.
Oh yeah. Look at the one on the back. Wait, flip the one on the back. I always like looking at these books. These big you could make the drop tanks drop, so halfway through the wing over, you know, you can see where the judges are and bomb them with the drop tanks.
I'd settle for throttle.
Not that we're sore losers here or anything. Oh yeah, this is going to be nice. This will give us plenty of cannon fodder for over the winter. Plenty of paint jobs. Look at these paint jobs.
The thing that I really like about the aircraft, Wendy, is take a look at the back of the cowl, how much character you have in here.
Oh yeah.
For detail.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is going to be a super project.
Well, we'll see how much of it.
And if it comes out tail heavy, just put a bigger Sato in it until it balances. That ought to be pretty easy to figure out.
There you go.
Because those Satos pretty much all really easy to interchange. Put clamp mounts in it. You don't have to butcher up the motors.
Right. And the other nice thing about that is you got a big round fuselage. You can take motor mount stock that's half by half.
Put it sideways.
Put it in there, and
you could put the 5/8 in the sideways way.
Yeah.
Make some molded balsa shells.
Any number of things.
Oh, this is going to be a great project. So anyway, as we get ready to look at the tail wheel detail on this. As we get ready to leave for the NATS here, we're just drooling over this project for next year. See, we're always that's the problem with this. We don't even finish one project, we're already drooling over something else. But I think this is going to be an outstanding one. But if that doesn't make a good stunt ship,
I'm thinking it would.
That's absolutely going to make a good stunt ship. Incredible. And you got plenty. I'll put a little thing in Stunt News. Anybody has some documentation? The cowl is you make a mold for that cowl.
Right.
Look at the intake.
Yeah.
You could make that intake functional almost for the Sato. A lot of cool stuff.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's one project. Not that we need more projects. Look at the exhaust. You could make these.
Isn't that great?
Oh yeah. With the cowl flaps open.
The way this is done here.
Yeah. I have to read up on this. They use the B-29 motor in this?
I have no idea what they use.
This is a B-29 four-row. I'm not sure. Downey would know right off the top of his head. But something we're going to be...
Douglas made the aircraft, which is interesting.
That is definitely... I mean, you look at even... The choice of paint jobs is what always gives to me. You've got paint jobs within paint jobs.
You've got Air Force, Navy, Marine, a ton of it. They really...
You know, what makes this all possible now is having so many... The whole event's going in that direction, where everything's got to be unique. Not many people are excited about painting the leading edge a different color or something like that. Anyway, let's see the jet. You got the jet here, too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Now, this is the first bar...
This is the first one I've seen.
Bar stock 61.
61. And it is a work of industrial art. It really is a pretty engine.
For anybody that's never seen one of these up close and personal, we're going to try to break this in either today or tomorrow. We got a couple days before we leave for the NATS, but it's got the low timing. First thing you're going to have to do is make up a couple little gaskets for this.
Right. This is a separate piece here.
Okay. And you have a piece of gasket material. We have some in the closet there.
Yeah, we'll make up a couple of gaskets.
Okay. Make a couple spares.
And then put the header on and hook it up to a pipe in the test stand. We'll see what we get. Interestingly, Dub supplied it with the remote needle, and we'll try the remote needle and see what kind of
Now after the NATS, we can just jam this right in Strega and go flying. We could be flying this, and it's a shame if I got this a week or two earlier. I would have been tempted to put that right in Miss Ashley, but as the way it's going, we're running out of time. And
yeah, too.
All right, so while I'm doing my stuff, you can.
We'll hook this up and see what we get.
Yeah, let's see if we can get a run on it. That'll be pretty cool.
Not your 4-bolt. Get a picture of the remote needle valve.
Yeah, Les likes his remote. Look at a needle valve out here. Look at it. And so after all the years we worked with George Aldrich on the 50 to 60, we're finally coming up on having bar stock 61 and 65. Really have enjoyed working with Dub Jet and with Les. And of course, when we get back from this NATS, the next thing is going to be our bar stock program for the B-25. That'll be one of the next things we work on. And we're going to get this guy in the air one way or another before the year's out. Now, a couple of days before the NATS, a good friend, and we count him as part of our family already, Kent Ticer, drove up from North Carolina. We spent a couple days working on planes, making props, cutting lines, and it looks like today we're going to get, the guys are already here in fact, Joe Adamusco's here, and we're going to get a little bit of a practice day. In fact, it looks like we may get a decent day. But I wanted to include Joe Adamusco in on this video. He's been working with the Sato 72. He's really made some good progress here. And because he's been part of our building program for so long, we just love following the adventures of the many models he has. He's coming up close on retirement. He has a 3-car garage, brand new workshop, brand new house. I suspect he'll be having a lot of good modeling time coming. Looks like Les is here already. He's going to work on his new jet bar stock, and I'm going to hopefully get a couple practice flights on Miss Ashley before we actually pack up the van this afternoon and get going. We were really hoping that Joe would be able to join us at the NATS. Just not going to work out because of his job commitment with Boeing, and we all have these personal things in our life that hold us back, but very soon his retirement's coming up. Actually we're all coming up on retirement. I don't know why I'm worrying about him. And when we do, we just really looking forward to some real nice quality modeling days at the field, some nice building time in the winter when it's snowing. Anybody that's been a subscriber over the years has seen a lot of this plane on our past videos. Joe's won a few contests with this plane, been very competitive. It's now retrofit with a Sato 72. I think this is the one he had. Yeah, he had this at Brodax last year. Always a good flying plane. I've flown this. It's really a good one. Now Joe's plan is, and I always like to include this for the people that are not subscribers, Joe's plan is very soon he's going to be starting on a P6E Hawk biplane that him and Dave Downey are going to be working on together. And we'll have bits and pieces of that on future videos. But anyway, when this day is over, we're going to back to the shop, pack up all the things we're delivering to other people, and get on this road trip.
There's no difference in the Golden Knight than just a regular.
No, the motors are the same. They're just the black one is powder coated.
Well, if you look down through the opening here,
Yeah, I know how you have it. You got it so you can start it at idle.
it's idle.
Tom Hampshire has the same thing. It starts at idle beautifully on a, just touch it.
It's a 4-stroke.
Now what's nice about this, Joe is giving Kent a flight on Mr. Awesome just so he can see how he likes the feel of the 4-stroke. So we're just having a good day to get ready to go to the NATS. Get packed, get ready. And we'll be riding out with Kent, and yeah, we got dead air here. We got to back up during the maneuvers. Having a good day of preparation, flying each other's planes, and just hanging out. This is what's good about a session like this. We got getting some time on the spare jet, the bar stock jet. And this is the best thing. We have about a gallon of 10 cups of coffee here. Unbelievable. Did he have to adjust the handle from your setting? He's playing it safe. That's good. Now, anybody who doesn't know, Les Demet is, what are you, the world champion or the NATS champ? He's some kind of shooting champion, but he's got this cool gun with him. So what we're going to do, we're going to take this gun to the NATS. If we get a raft of crap from one of these judges about not liking my stuff. Look at this guy's a rolling ammo store. Let's see. He's got a real, what would you call this?
This is
custom gun, classic gun?
No, it's
Is it legal to do this? I mean, am I photographing? We're not going to get arrested if you shoot a few rounds off while Kent's flying, will you?
Yes, we will.
Now watch this. Kent's out there flying, getting a practice flight. We're going to shoot the gun off and scare the hell out of him.
Skeet shooters shoot the game in 4 gauges.
Oh, let's see that.
So anyway, it's an over and under, made in Germany.
Let me see the.
A company by the name of
The checkering is awesome. Anybody's never seen one of these up close?
Look at the engraving.
Oh my God. That is awesome. Now that's all hand work, right?
Yep.
This is not stamped like a
As a matter of fact, if you have a jeweler's loop, you can see where it's signed.
I can see right here. It says Wendy Artnowski.
Right.
I don't think so.
But it's a
And I know how hard it is to do checkering. And that is a piece of work,
very
baby.
well made gun.
Wow.
Very, very reliable.
Well, like I said, we're sick and tired of these 5th place finishes. We're just going to shoot any judge that doesn't agree with us.
Here's a 12 gauge heavyweight barrel. And to shoot the other gauges, the 20, the 28, and the 410, I use this barrel. And
So what do? You replace the barrel? I thought the barrel was like permanently part of the gun, not.
these tubes go inside the one barrel. They're custom made to fit it.
Wow.
The chambers here are titanium, and then they're aluminum tubes. And in
I had no idea. I thought a gun was a gun was a gun.
gauges, you can change that, which changes the constriction.
The choke, or what
That's what it is. It's a screw and choke.
And because it's a shotgun, you're shooting pellets or
Yep.
like BBs or something?
Yep. It throws it's like having a nozzle on a garden hose.
Okay.
You control the density of the paddle. And it's
Depending
size.
on where your type of competition, skeet, right? Where they film.
So you don't think, now if you come out to the NATS, like you walk past the judges while I'm flying and say, hey guys, you really like that flight, don't you? Boy, that Artnowski's looking good.
It's either that or we shoot everybody else dead.
Oh, gee whiz, there goes Ken Tyson. Somebody just shot him. Oh, no.
In this month's stunt.
Well, here we are. We're all loaded up. And Ken Tyson, are you ready to make this ride, Ken Tyson?
Do it.
Got his Buttafuoco t-shirt on. Oh, my God. Now, before we even go on a trip, look at his head. I want to show you this head because we're going to be talking about this head. Last night we were in the backyard, and what happened, Ken? Tell him what happened.
Bird landed on my head.
A wild bird, not chickie, a wild bird just spoke. It's true. It's true. It's an omen of things to come. All right, let's go. 12 hours from now, we'll be in Muncie. We got everything we need now? You sure you didn't leave any accoutrements here?
Don't think so. I got my bag. We're ready.
Okay.
Let's do it.
We're in Carlisle, and there's some kind of a custom car show going on here. We just stopped for a donut, and every car that's going by, it looks like it might be a Chrysler show. A lot of custom cars going by. It always breaks up the trip while we have a cup of coffee. Yeah, it looks like all Chryslers. Cool. with all these old Chryslers. Anyway, thank God the car show. Oh, there's a nice Hemi. Another Dodge up here. I know John Pathia likes. He says, "Look at that motor, baby." Memories of when I was a kid with the Chrysler Hemis. Boy, I think we got to see every Chrysler Hemi in the world. Yeah, obviously we're having some kind of big get-together in Carlisle. All the Chrysler cars were, well, they were just wall to wall when we stopped for a coffee. Anyway, another part of our favorite part of the trip that we love to see every year is it going to be raining in the tunnel? The 4 tunnels that we pass every time we go to the NATS or Brodax. Now I often wonder why they just didn't make one big tunnel here. This was the rarest of rare things, to go through the first 2 tunnels and not have to clean a windshield. And I never can tell, why is it raining inside the tunnel? Anyway, it looks like we got a nice trip going. We're about a quarter of the way there. Looking in the rearview mirror, seeing Kent smiling. I don't know what he's smiling about. So far, so good. There's always the anticipation of seeing friends you haven't seen for a long time, seeing people's new models. Always a lot to see and do. Yeah, it really is. It just breaks up the monotony going in and out of these tunnels. It looks like we're getting a free car wash here up in the mountains of Pennsylvania. Every trip, every NATS actually, is a totally different adventure. I think I could write a book someday about all these adventures. It's always about the midway point of our trip. We get toward the end of Pennsylvania and this giant railroad trestle. We like railroad trestles. So from this point on, we know we got about halfway to go. Now this may look like the McDonald's arches up here. It's not McDonald's. This is leaving Ohio, entering Indiana. In a paltry 10 hours from the time we left home. We got about another hour and we'll be cruising into Muncie. And see what now this year we have something new. Rich Jacobone, thank you for visiting Pro-Stun Products here. Rich Jacobone rented some rooms that are really inexpensive. It's half the price of the Ramada. And we can't wait to see if there's going to be fleas in a room or worms or bugs or what. And we don't even know if we're going to stay there, but you can leave it to Rich Jacobone to find a bargain. So we arrive at the lovely AMA site. Every year they've upgraded this new building they've got here. Well, they had this last year. You can see this is very, very nicely done. Looks like the power lines go right in and out of the building, huh? Anyway, we had a nice trip. This sign is new. And there's the new AMA headquarter building, I guess is the right word, the AMA fish pond. I should throw a couple of koi in there one year. I should bring out some fish. The museum, which we always try to hit on every trip out here to see any of the new stuff, and we've heard there's some new displays in there. Some building. Really flying pylon on the back, so we're going to, before the night's over, try to go see Dub. And the first one we say hello to, and of course that's always the nice part. Seeing who's here already, a lot of people here a couple days early. Red Buck. Look at the camera, Gene. What color is his nose? I'll tell you if it's Gene or somebody who looks like Gene. Oh! You coming up to Jersey later?
Yep. I want to ask you about that. I was telling my wife, and I said, maybe I'll ask Wendy to let me borrow one of his airplanes to fly.
Of course. We'll set something up for you. You think everybody flies like this guy, bass backwards?
I flied the right way.
Hey,
This way it gives us a little more room in the vehicle.
how's the man? You guys flooded out down there or what?
Yeah, it's Antonio here, not me.
Doing good, doing good. Yeah, last time you were up here, we had a good time. I'll get a plane for you to fly, no problem.
He's gonna pick up where he left
Well,
off.
yeah, that's all that matters. Everything else is second choice.
No, I'm not
Boy,
going
they got a
there.
good turnout here already, huh?
We're not going and help them.
Which probably means tomorrow it'll be lousy. As soon as I get a plane out of that car.
It's been like this for 2 days. Well, yesterday. Yesterday it started.
Is Stan Powell here?
I don't know if he's out here now. Yes, training days.
Oh, what a nice, this was the world's record for getting out here. It was less than 11 hours. We didn't hit one accident, traffic.
Oh, that's good.
Nothing. And the woman that owns the motel, there's only 3 Indians in the whole town. We're going to chip in and get some money and have her cook for us. Going to introduce these guys to some Indian food. We'll get Bob so sick he won't be able to fly.
Sounds like a jibber jazz to me.
Hey, what's up, kiddo? Colossus.
Colossus boy, huh? Can't fly inverted and smoke at the same time, you know.
I can't smoke or fly inverted. Gordon Delaney. This was in the front row last year.
Hey, Wendy, how you doing, bro?
Everybody wants to know why they call you Stewball.
I'm not sure.
You want to confess? Tyson says, why do they call him Stewball?
It has something to do with all those tail wheels.
I told him the story. He said, you guys must have been doing it on purpose. We're trying to get a group of guys by us to come down to the King Orange next year. Make a pilgrimage, have a couple days of fun and games. Do they have that field open a couple days ahead of time, or not really?
It's a day ahead of time, but I think we could open it. Depends on where we have it. If we have it at
We have it at Bunnell, I think it is. I think they can. That's the club field, that one runway.
Right, right.
So you could fly there all week long.
It's not a problem, huh?
But if
Be nice, because Karen's brother is. Now tell me about Bunnell. He's in Boca.
That's a long way from Bunnell.
100 miles, 200?
It's probably more like 300.
300, okay. We'll make him drive to us.
Bunnell is really, well, it's not really that far. Bunnell's just north of Daytona.
Right. Is it a nice site? Halfway decent site, or?
Not really.
I mean, it's not like the Circle Burner field, is it?
No, it's not that bad.
Kind of a standard by which all bad fields are judged. You all right?
Yep. It has small pine trees running down each side of the runway.
And the air is buffeted?
So if the wind comes down the runway, it's fine, but if it comes across.
We're at the nail. He crawled off the
Hey, Prez. How you feeling, guy?
Oh, hanging in there.
Yeah.
Trying to stay out of trouble.
Field looks nice. Everything's nice. Contrada. How much does it really weigh now?
49.
49, and it's got a 40?
Yes, PA40, pipe PA40.
Okay. Carbon gear, carbon prop.
So it's fancy carbon gear. See it in the sun.
Oh, you got the metal flakes or a spinner? Or what do they do? Put that in the paint? Or?
It's holographic film.
Oh, okay.
Forming the landing gear. Bottom.
Very pretty. Very nice. Balsa wood or?
Balsa.
Balsa. Yeah, that's pretty. And you're real happy with the 40 so far?
Absolutely thrilled. Absolutely thrilled. It's just a sweetheart.
Did Bill Rich get to fly this yet, or?
Nobody's flown it. Well, Randy's flown it.
Well, after the NATS you'll let.
After the NATS.
I'm curious to see how Bill likes it.
Well, he already asked Randy about a 40.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah,
made
cool.
an impression on the whole Team SV.
Good.
So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But it's been a dream so far. For the very first flight, it's been incredible.
What a brick! I thought it was glued to the ground when I picked it up.
All kinds of lighting.
Hey, you gotta teach him how to finish, Marty. What's the secret to Gene's plane? How come you guys built the same plane? Yours is 2 pounds
I
heavier.
take the latex gallon of tape.
I'm going with muscle gloss floor finish.
You went to the back to the tube?
That's the problem.
Kurt, went back to the tube?
The 2-blade, yeah. With the 3-blade, it just wouldn't settle in. There's just not enough time to futz with it.
So I guess you're going to have to fly 5.7.
No. Randy said the lap time last time was 5 fast. So 5 fast. So I guess it's come down. I pitched up.
To what?
I'm at 4.0 now. I'm going down to 3.5. So now we're at 4.0. Things open up the needle a little bit. So with a 3-blade, I was confused, so I had to go up in nitro. And then we would have had to take out the head stems to make it work. It's just too late in the game to start messing with it.
Okay. This guy's coming real well. Who is he? That one, no. Don't you know the players yet?
You know what it is? These guys shave their mustache.
Yeah, I know they shave. You don't even know who they are.
Wait a minute. I had to look twice. Nobody knows who the hell I am. I had to look twice. And Randy, I said, is that Randy? No, it's not. Oh, yes, it is. No, it isn't.
Guys, by us running 4 strokes. And did you use a metal tank?
Yeah, I have a carbon one too, but right now I'm
Okay.
running the metal one.
And Paul said the clunk tanks are working.
Yeah, well, I guess I have to go get one now.
That makes it real hard to figure out. Yeah, that's good. Looks nice. Same job, or did you get another job?
Same job, they just got me flying someplace every week.
Oh.
That's a funny turn, man. Hey, how are you doing here? Yes, sir. I got him. My wife is sleeping. It's lighter. No, it's work, you just gotta work at it. I think he hit the tail wheel on the bottom there.
I think we got one or two pairs maybe. You gotta try it. I think we got a pair black, maybe silver.
No.
Are you either one of them?
Is that Brian?
Yeah.
I took them when my son was born.
What do you like about it?
Forget it.
Yeah.
I'm in business.
I gotta find you. Alright, I think we got a couple pairs. We're right there in that green kid on the corner there. Well, it's Saturday evening, and it looks like it's just going to be the nicest of weather. Hopefully tomorrow too. Quite a few people here already. So, did you weigh it accurately now, or
74.5 ounces.
74?
And a half ounces.
Okay.
Flying mode. It's heavy, but it's got a good wing and it'll fly.
You got the hinge lines taped?
No.
Why don't you tape the hinge lines?
He flies okay. I haven't, you know.
It has to do with his IQ.
Get out of here.
Tape the hinge lines, it'll fly better. Flip it over, let me see how you made the take-apart features. Two screws in the top?
2 screws in the side.
This color came out nice.
That's my mix.
Yeah.
That's actually per colour. Sato 72.
So what prop is this, a 14?
13.6.
13.6?
And I've got that adjusted like
Yep.
you saw last year.
Yeah, I saw that.
And the 2 screws at the top that go straight through the bell crank mount.
That's
Yeah?
a good idea.
Yeah, straight right through the bell crank mount, through the top spar.
That's a good idea.
Yeah?
Now, anybody who doesn't know, this is really Miss Ashley earlier in life before it became Miss Ashley. It's still number 38.
1995, the Whittington brothers owned it. Yeah? You know how this is done, Windy? You know how that is done?
No.
Get a picture, spray 30 coats of dope over, or 20 coats of dope, peel it off and stick it on. And then just bury it in clear.
You got slop in the controls or not?
Yeah, a little bit, not a lot. Enough.
No, what's good,
Candy
Paul?
apple blue.
Yeah, I like the canopy.
Windy top.
Yeah,
windy
carbon top. I like that. Looks good.
This came about with
This lettering. Now, what did you do with the lettering?
It's the laser, the way I cut this profile with a laser. You stick the outside on and spray the green, then put the green back in and spray the black, or the other way around.
Okay.
And you know how the name came about? We have a cat and a dog, and then my youngest Georgia came up with Captain Sam, who's the dog, and Pickle's the cat.
Sam Pickle. I think he's English, right?
Yeah, he's definitely English.
He lives the way you live.
Not bad?
Yeah,
heavy.
looks good.
It's heavy, but it flies.
Tape the hinge lines.
I will.
Tape the hinge lines, it'll be better.
I'll try it. I'll try it tomorrow. I'll get some tape off.
I got tape here.
See ya.
One low price. For you? To the last circle here. See who else new is here. Shake some hands. See who's got a new plane, who has the old plane. Like Frank McMillan's putting in a practice flight. Well, you can see who's loaded with ambition to go for a flight. There you go.
Good to see you. Hey, I put my second flight in for the year.
Don't wear out the handle.
I don't want to.
What do you got, a tent?
No, these are a chip.
Oh,
At Walmart, $7.
all right.
Get your airplane out here. Perfect shape.
Yeah, looks pretty good. How you doing?
Actually like 12 and 8. Actually almost 12 and 8. Cavalier, I'm sorry.
Good looking design.
Must be Tom. Hey, you know that airplane?
Hey. So you got it all done, all impacted, correctly impacted? Yeah, looks nice.
Well, I immediately.
You fly it back home or new? Or?
It's got
You got anything just a little bit bigger? I can get a 6 flights for it.
Probably wore the hinge out already.
Arrow and shaft components.
Yeah,
That's the biggest I've got.
Looks good to me.
I can tell you.
Don't rub out you. And then go
My
get rubbed
concern
out.
is over a long
Not
period
this,
of time.
not this NATS.
A steel stand 440 going into aluminum.
Well, they are close to him.
Well, I was worried more about just minute vibration.
No, I got Jet 65.
I like it.
Make sure I got.
I like the color.
KSI mold.
Doing all right?
Automotive.
How about you? On the way up here, we passed, they were having a show at the Chrysler products, all the Hemis, and you guys were doing wheelies up at, right where you get on the Pensy Pike.
Right.
Well, it was did you see the field? Off to the left, there had to be 10,000 people there. Unbelievable.
That is no problem.
Unbelievable.
They have all different wallpapers.
Recreation vehicles, motorhomes, and everything.
Yeah, I'm sure that side would work great for, classic size airplane. A lot of people just
I'd be tempted to go get this fractionally thicker if I broke another one.
Yeah, we were talking about you on the way up here. You saw you get too big.
is definitely a cool plane. Oh yeah, absolutely. Cool as can be. Very, very unique ship. Like the canopy treatment. Of course, in real life, the real plane had floats, but I guess we can only get so far with them. Can you flip over for me? That is absolutely beautiful. It's original too. Really nice.
We had to do some last minute modifications here.
We all have to do last minute.
Yeah, we had to all this stuff because it wasn't getting enough air.
Hey, you brought the floats with you, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. And the counter-rotating.
I've got pictures of it.
I know.
Put that away.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
You know, he's making headers and all the stuff to do on the inside, and he didn't even have time. He sprayed the paint on it and the clear on it 2 days later.
Gary, it looks great.
He goes to clear on
It's
it.
one of my favorite planes.
We need some headers coming out of here.
Oh yeah. You know, the real plane had 2 engines.
Yeah, that's what we're going to
Had
do.
rotating.
It had 2 engines, one behind the other.
Yeah.
So I can make you up all the manifolds you want. I'll donate them to the cause.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, that is a beautiful ship. I saw it flying. I thought somebody just made a big pucker, you know? I saw it flying from down at the other end of the field.
How does it fly? Well, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it looked like good when I saw it.
Oh yeah, just getting worked out to wouldn't overheat on it.
Well, everybody builds in little things like that. That's
Designer
par for the course.
right up to the end.
Yeah.
It just wasn't going to work.
Those are called winter cowls. As soon as you get out in the summer, you say, oh.
Didn't work. If you just simply put it underneath.
Just to lock it down. I don't know why that's locked down. Put a nut out there.
It looks like Alan's plane. They're going to change the engine in it. Needs a front. That noise you just heard sounds like the bearing in the front needs to be replaced. We're going to stick around and get Richard Oliver, who's doing some work with the jets, just like we are. He's and this looks like the next color John Brodak's going to be coming out with is this color green, very, very similar to this. So, a little preview of things to come. Frank McMillan's new plane. Frank's here. And we love that Pistoldi.
Don't matter, it's going to be soon.
Was there a change in what happened? Where was the change? So then you go right back to that.
Oh man, dude.
It's a real positive indication.
Come on, that's okay. We need stories.
Put the pressure setting on it. That's made me super tunnel. Made it over to my super tunnel.
Motor sounds good to me, John.
Oh, it runs
Sounds real nice.
Runs great. You know when I never gained any speed on a dawn. I need to win this. You see that bottom? Yeah. I think that you've been doing it all day. You ain't just nothing new. You go to the other side and do it, boy. You got that. He done the whole 55 miles a day. Okay. But he makes nice motors, And he's a hell of a nice guy. Oh, yeah. He's a hell of a nice guy.
Richard Oliver with the all new Jet 65.
Electric drill, I've got a Dremel tool, but I don't think I'll be at that size. I got a bit to come with the, Dremel tool.
With this, John, for a Super Tiger 60?
Yep, and there's the openings for the Super Tiger 60. And if you need any more, you can open the vent, you can open it up there. But the hole is, it's made just for a Super Tiger 60, 440 screws. Now all I got to do is get the tap on it.
You need the pressure fitting,
Yeah, it goes right there. Is that a beautiful thing?
That's terrific. I want to hear how it runs.
Yeah, that's how I want to put it on.
Come out after a while.
Yeah, okay, we tap it on. Okay, I'll put it on. I'll put it on.
Yeah.
Super Tiger. Remember that old Super Tiger that was in the Cardinal Sin?
Yeah.
Well, you know that sin is still in great shape.
We don't curse on video.
Hey,
John.
well, excuse me.
Potty mouth. You enjoying using my motor and wearing it out? Make sure when you make out the will, I get it back.
Okay.
Don't give it to Niebuhr or somebody.
You get all my motors.
Yeah, right. They'll be worn out. I'll be worn out.
Yeah,
I'll be dead before him.
I gave it to Glenn to check it over.
Yeah.
So he checked it over, and the compression is great on it. He won't clean the carbon off because if he did, he'd break the compression seal. But
just leave it. What are you worried?
I'm not worried. I have it as a backup motor.
It's still under warranty.
Remember how you
Wendy's
had all
extended warranty program.
You remember how you had the sides all drilled out so you could put it in? I got them all filled in, fixed up.
With Bondo or something?
No. He gave them to a guy who does that work.
Oh, welded it?
Machinist, yeah, welded it.
Wow,
Fixed it up nice.
Well, make sure the will is everything goes to Wendy.
Yeah, Donna knows that.
Don't go leaving it to Niebuhr, I'm telling you.
No,
Niebuhr's rotten to the core.
All the airplanes, the RC equipment, everything, I don't care if you build a bonfire with it.
I left the head and the venturi right like it was and said, let's go fly it.
Okay, you got no cooling in the front, which is that's pretty standard.
Yeah.
Plenty of room to fool with. What do you like on the pipe? 18, 17?
17 and a quarter, 17 3/8.
Okay.
I couldn't run the 61 like that. The 61 had to be longer, but this is a 65 pipe.
Okay.
And the 65 pipe just seems to have that hog power without going anywhere. That's a 400 hole, I think.
Sounds good to me, baby.
It almost sounds like a Tiger on steroids, doesn't it?
Sounds like a Merlin on steroids.
Yeah, that's it.
It's like a Spitfire.
It just growls instead of that turbine whine.
It's quiet too. It's nice.
Oh, with the ether pipe, you almost can't hear it running. I took the ether pipe off because I didn't like it was too quiet. It ran good, but I didn't like that. It was just.
I like to hear a motor run.
I like the growl.
I don't want to fly a sewing machine. Dave Hemstraw with his Tempest.
Hey, when I give them away, I give them away.
No, we get it done. What's the name going to do it? He doesn't like
Rip me up, Coach. Rip me up, Coach.
There we go.
I'm going to sit down for you then.
true gentleman of our event, Dave Hemstrutt. Always fun to study some of the various styles people use during maneuvers. Some very relaxed, some very aggressive. They're all just a little different. The turtle. Let's flip him. Let's flip him. If I hear you snoring tonight, Rich, I'm going to break the door down.
My little hand, my neck. I'm going to go into my jaw.
Now, the reason they're making fun of me is Karen complained about my snoring. She said he's like a turtle. I have to roll him over at night. And they're not letting me live, of course. My poor little turtle. Oh. My little hands are sticking out of the sheet. They rolled me over. She tried to roll me out of the room many times. Many times.
You're lucky you're not sleeping next to a window.
Oh yeah, I don't dare sleep. Bad enough I fall on the floor.
You're gonna wind up in the pond.
You know, turtles can't take a lot of abuse. Turtles can't take a lot of abuse. My arms, they're so short.
We want to go and get something to eat.
I agree.
So let's go.
Yeah, well, right after Bob's flight we'll go.
I want to see the maki fly.
Oh, let's see the maki fly. Yeah.
He's flying it now.
Okay.
Flies pretty good.
John, where are you going to dinner?
Where you guys? Where we going? We're going to eat here.
Where's Oliver going? Ask Oliver where he's going.
He said he's going over to that saloon where you get ribs and beer.
Where is that?
Over on McGouger. That's the only place. Ponderosa is closed. Near us.
There's no place by us, huh?
No.
Out of Madison? Madison?
Where's that at?
What's the model? You almost have to leave the store.
Yeah, Madison's we can get a hamburger. I don't want to spend all night having dinner.
I don't want a hamburger.
I need rest. Person my age needs rest.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is that the one up on the Ponderosa there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know the one, yeah.
It's like a sports bar.
Yeah, sport bar, yeah. Okay, that's all right.
And so the big decision, always a big decision, where are we going to eat? You never get two people to agree on that, that's for sure. Anyway, the decision for dinner. Do I want cheap, unhealthy food or very expensive food? Actually, the steakhouse is real good. Except on Saturday night, it's like a 2-hour wait to get in there, and I need to sleep, so I think we're going to bail and do something quicker than that tonight. And let the elite of the event go for their steak dinner. The Octavios of the world. Anyway, so day one looks like it's coming to an end here. It was like to look at the flying styles of the pilot. Oh, a lefty.
Put the camera on this. That's Dubs 65.
65? We have one just like it in my garage at home. The only one problem, it's not mine. I got to test Les's sense of humor.
Test plywood for him?
Let me see.
Well, actually, I'm also I sell them.
Oh, okay.
You're if you buy one, I mean, you're the distributor. I'm RO. I'm the road jet.
Okay, beautiful. Oh, that's Richard Oliver. I thought it was like a catchy phrase.
You thought it was part of the new movie with Scooby-Doo?
Yeah.
Road jet.
That's nice with the seal bearing. I got seal bearings in all of mine.
No beautiful engine.
Is he going to make, or are you going to make gaskets for this? Little copper guys? Trims? I had a fool around making gaskets for Demet's motor. It took me about an hour.
Gasket for the back.
Yeah, you need two of them. You need
Beautiful. For this one, you really need two.
And let me ask you about the headers. How come Les's header is a lot shorter than all the others? Did somebody change the dimension?
I don't know when he changed those, but
Man, the long ones are the way to go.
I think he's trying to save money, so we're gonna have to get on it.
Tell him add a cut. I never cut the pipe. Always cut the header.
He's so far behind, and it's almost like we're having to beg him to make them. So we almost don't want to get on to him about anything.
No, I hear you.
That's beautiful.
That's nice.
Y'all think that's an engine, don't you? Yeah. That's a piece of jewelry.
Hey, the man with the quality notebook. Hey, how you guys doing? You made it out here, huh? Wow. I think you guys are it's not enough to be the star of the Brodag video. You got to be on the NATS video.
Got the new jet engine. We wanted it to produce more horsepower than the OPS and the 40, and we found it this week. We finally got it up over the OPS. Really? Machine work. Look at that. It's great. It's almost too pretty to let castor oil burn on.
Yeah, yep. Not in my book. Let it burn.
You have to let it.
65.
I'll show you how to wear
This
that out.
one's 375.
Oh, 375.
And the 61 is 350.
350, right. Beautiful.
And I have only a couple of 65s, but I got lots of 61s.
And so Saturday night ends on a positive note. Next 4 days are supposed to be just like what you see out here. We're hoping we're going to have 4 more days of stunt heaven. So this is the new place Richard found. And it's basically, the Ramada now is 66 a night, and this is 27. So think of the difference. And perfectly acceptable, little refrigerator, not too shabby, and we have an extra bed to put the planes on. Can live with this, that's for sure. Now we'll go back to the field early in the morning, Sunday morning.
Sunday morning here in the courtyard of our, it's the first time we've seen it from the back here. And it's actually not too bad. I thought it was going to be a lot worse. I think they got it's owned by Indians, and they have a little vegetable patch growing back here, and other than some minor little things like the air conditioner making noise, it actually wasn't too bad. So we're gonna, well, you can see the Indiana dew on the car. We're gonna get down the field. We can start engines at 7 o'clock and try to get set up, get some practice in. early in the morning like this, and it's about 6:30. There's always a mist or a fog or whatever it is over the fields. Of course, because we're in farm country, it's kind of unique. Anyway, we got the whole gang that couldn't fly straight here, so we're going to try to get some practice this morning, and it looks like the weather, they're predicting 4 nice days. Look out over the field and see how that haze looks. Well, apparently they're not worried about what time we start. We got a nice early start today. Don McClave's putting in a flight, one of the top flyers in Classic. Old time, both of those events. Kent Tyser, first practice flight of the day. Try to do on some of the practice flights for Kent and for Rich and for whatever. Anybody actually would ask, we try to look for things we could make little improvements on. The first thing I've always seen is Rich picking up the tail on launch. Anytime you want to go back and play that back, you can see he's not our first choice of launch man. So Rich, it's your turn in the barrel. They're giving me such a hard time about being a turtle, so I got to kind of get even with him here. Anyway, from time to time, they do tell you they don't want you starting early, but we got out here 6:30-ish. Already people are on all over the place running motors, so they're flying pylon already. So I guess it's not going to be a factor this week unless they change. You can see the fog. How significant this is. Now, if we're running solid lines, this can be annoying. So, we've kept the braideds just so we can fly conveniently early in the morning like this. And there you can see where Ken is. You still need to back up 1 step, 2 steps in consecutive maneuvers. Now today I think is beginner and intermediate, but I'm not sure. We're going to have to go do. We're going to get a couple practice flights and then try to go down there. And Kent is going to help me shoot some footage. The reason is we like to, again, the objective here with all our videos is to include everybody. And it's hard, it's not hard, it's impossible for one guy to be at 4 or 5 different events at the same time, and we do what we can. We try to include everybody, but every once in a while we obviously miss somebody, so our apology ahead of time for that. You see it's going through its own air there, so we're still in some dead air here. Now, I think the other events start at 9, but I'm not sure, so we'll have a couple hours to practice, and all the circles are already filled with people practicing. It's somewhere around 7 now. So we're going to try later in the week to shoot some of the flights from a tripod. Problem with tripod flights, if you do too many of them, it can get taxing to watch. There's a limit to how many tripod flights, unless you're really looking for geometry. Maybe we'll do some of the finals with a tripod and some without. So as the week begins, hang with us. If you're not one of the people that's lucky enough to go to this national, I hope the video helps give you the feeling that you've been here and that you've seen all the, or as much of the action as possible. And if you're one of the participants and years from now you want to go back and look at this flight or that flight or this person or that person, we'll hopefully have it in our archive. So the only problem always with practicing early in the morning, it can be deceptively nice right now. There's no breeze at all. And we're going directly away from the sun. Usually it's the opposite. The wind is blowing and it's going right at the sun. So sometimes this can be not the most productive time of all. And boy, we have been telling everybody the story of the bird that landed on Kent Heiser's head. That, to me, that's getting more amazing. The more I think about it, the more amazed I am over it. Don McClave on the back circle, practicing flight after flight with his coach, Paul Walker. Always a force to be dealt with in classic and old time. He really does enjoy those events. I'm not sure how many times he's won the NATS. I know at least once, but looks like a beautiful Vico Chief. And I would expect he'd be one of the front runners in that event. We're going to shoot as much of that event as we can. Rich Jacobone guarding the toolbox. He's going to be up next. Remember the RC car track that they have here for gas-powered cars. This was kind of cool. We shot some of their footage at the theme trail. It's made a lot of fun. I don't know if they're going to be participating in anything this week. Hey Rich, that was some nice launch. That was some nice launch. You only picked the tail up a foot. Rolex, we call him Rolex Rich because he wears this crazy big thick fat ass watch. And when he launches planes he almost always hits either the rudder or picks the tail up or kicks him or something. Check your rudder, Kent. He put a big dent in Miss Ashley. Yeah, you see that takeoff, huh? Don't let him launch your plane. Boy, there is a special flavor in the air early in the morning like this one. After a long drive, a whole day of driving, a whole day of shaking hands and saying hello, you get that first feel of castor oil on your hands, that first smell of fuel, that first wing over pull out. There we go, Barry in the back circle here, getting a practice flight while we wait for Rich to fuel up. Real pretty plane. This you can see from across the field very, very, very quickly, even in the foggy morning dew. Look how foggy it still is out here. Been here an hour and it's still foggy. Don McClave's making good use of having his own circle over there. He was kind enough, and we didn't try to chase him off the circle. He just vacated. I guess he's working on some coaching with Paul. And if we knew that, we would have gone to that circle. We didn't know, but it's starting to fill up now in a matter of an hour or so. You can bet almost everybody will be here. And boy, there's a lot of new unusual planes, a lot of really cool stuff here. We're going to try to get it all and get it on this
set of videos that we hope will go in the archives and preserve our event forever. Right, Rich is fueled, ready to go. One of the things Rich was working on, if you're a subscriber, you know, Rich built this plane, and originally, I'll tell you the quick story, originally decided not going to put wheel pants on it. And I gave him a hard time about that. If you got to have wheel pants to have a Stuka. So he went home and made the wheel pants. But he had them bent so far forward that it was very difficult to land the plane without bouncing it. And we did a little dissertation on the subscriber videos of how to kind of make that as easy as it can be, at least the knowledge I've come across over the years. And that seems kind of common that most people do use that. But one of the things that was, well, a little discerning is he never got the gear bent back far enough, in my opinion, to be reliable when we were flying at the concrete field. Then he made the grass gear, which we've used probably for the last 2 months, but he never got to test these out on concrete, so this may be, we'll see how it lands. It'll be interesting to see if he's got them bent back far enough, because when they're too far forward, pavement takeoffs and landings can be hazardous to your health. It's very difficult to land a plane when the gear are too far forward. A lot of old-time designs are very difficult to land. I flew 1990, Warren Piart allowed me to fly his then, the Walt Musoliano design, the stunt rocket, and it flew so well it was unbelievable. It outflew me, and it was the most difficult plane to land I've ever seen. The gear were, I think, in front of the prop or whatever. It was really difficult, and I wound up eking out a 3rd place for him, but I think if we could have bent the gear back, and that would have been illegal, of course, we could have, or if I could have practiced for 200 flights, maybe that would have done it. I don't think so. Be realistic about this. Anyway, other little tidbits. Rich is totally committed to building another Stuka. He's looking for, I think, a bigger canopy. He wants to make the fuselage wider, make it a little more scale-like, so it'll be fun to see where that project goes. In my case, one of the things I love to do is all over the winter while I'm building, playback videos from long ago and far away, brings back a lot of memories. It's amazing how many things you have in your memory that once you see a video you say, oh, I remember that. Oh my God, that was great. What a great time that was. How much fun. Or if in my case several times it's not been a good time, it's been disastrous, but that's the adventure of life, the adventure of stunt.
And my saying is always, if you know where you're going, not much of an adventure at all.
Windy here in inverted flight. We gave him a launch and it took us a few minutes to get walked back around here. You see that, Rick? Oh, it's dead out here right now.
Okay, practice flight. We got some stuff to start working on. Bob Lampione is here with his freshly repaired United 4. He's joined us on this circle. I just saw Paul Walker walk over to the circle opposite us. Oh, they're all coming in. See that, Bob? And you thought Al Rabe was not in the hobby anymore. Hey, that looks nice. And what's basically different about it? The way you take it apart with the wings? You use that Tom Morris thing with it. Exactly. That works good? No problem? No problem so far. Yeah, so far it's always plenty. It's solid. I know you would make it solid. Okay. And the back comes apart like an impact, similar to an impact. And you got Warren to do your 90-degree header. Yep. Cool. I hate to look at that thing. I know. It's terrible. And what does it weigh all up? Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. When they have to ask, you don't have to tell them the answer. Just lie. Be like Hunt. All right, this thing's just working out. Okay, too much. I got another one. Hey, don't be moving his lead outs, Bob. This is supposed to be a gentleman's event. I saw that Allen wrench go in there.
If you can move in the way they fly better.
Paul Walker's Sato 56 powered semi-scale P51 with a 90-degree header. I think Warren Walker did that, but I'm not sure. Warren did ours, of course.
Not necessarily what hits you in the vertical way. Sometimes almost.
Yeah, but sometimes it's like, I had a flight the other night. Oh my God!
What's that? It's over there. I already got a flight. I got a couple flights, in fact.
Get in secret, Mike.
No, not really. I wish I could be in secret. Secret stuff.
They're weak on up here.
Fly before the sun comes up, then nobody sees your errors.
Yours are about 68. You was just 3 foot shorter. So is that right?
Are you ready? Is this the ROPA or the RO jet? What are we looking at here?
This is RO holding the PA.
RO. Beats it like a bad stepchild. Paul Walker is the favorite to win every contest he goes to, in my opinion anyway, but there's more to life than just the model planes, and we're down at the actual, there's going to be a Stearman flying in here real soon with Kent Ticer in it. He went for a ride in a Stearman. Obviously he's not back yet. And then I'm going to take a ride. How cool is that? We're going to try to look at what this area of the country looks like from. There's other planes getting in here now. There was supposed to be an AT-6 here, a Stearman. Cool little airport while I'm waiting for Kent to get back. Look at this, B-25s. How could you plan this? Pretty cool. Cool little airport, a real throwback in time. And we are going to take a Stearman ride. Ken probably took over the plane, hijacked it to Muncie. Take me to Muncie right now, Mr. Stearman. Yeah, wherever we go, job one is you got to have fun. If you're not having fun in this sport, and notice Mr. Brodak, I said sport, not hobby, because I know John is on my case. Anyway, we always manage to have fun. Now, Danny's already been up for a Stearman ride. Danny went for the 90-minute aerobatic ride or whatever he did. He got sick to his stomach. Palco went up for an aerobatic. I think Palco went for an aerobatic ride too. We're just going to go out for a little lay of the land here. We'll get a look at what this site looks like from the air, from the seat of the Stearman. How cool is this?
Here goes one of the pattern guys.
Yeah, they're flying pattern. I can't even see it through the lens. They're not flying pattern far away. He's going base to final now? Or is he just coming over the airport? Oh, he took him over the AMA field.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
You probably run around again. Big
Circle around and come in and land.
See, this is what's nice about living out in this part of the country. By us, you can't do this. You know, Teterboro and that, forget about it. Kennedy Airport. Here out here, you just get a piece of land.
I'm sure it wouldn't cost you anything to have a plane here,
No.
you know? They'd be happy to have you, as long as you buy gas from them.
Yeah, probably, yeah. Well, he might have this set up so we can run car gas in it or something, you know? They can do that now. They have additives to put in this. So Zambelli runs his plane on car gas.
I remember they needed at least 98 or 95 octane, so that's not a problem.
All the gas is 100 now, right?
No, it's more.
87 or whatever it is. What do we know about it? Run Power Master and see what happens.
Yeah, we wanted to put a little nitro in the go-karts last night.
Oh, yeah. Let's see if Tyson makes a good landing. But you guys better wave to me, too, you know?
Well, I'll tell you what. You go up in the airplane. We'll catch those two ponies over there. We'll take a horseback.
Take a horseback ride, yeah.
Where do you see the...
From what I understand, this is Kent Tyser's first ride in a biplane.
Oh, yeah, that is.
Coming in over the field low. Doing a little side slip action.
Look at that. Isn't that sweet?
How cool is that? Teletubby lives to fly another day.
Flary, flary, flary.
Well, it lands at about 30 miles an hour, right?
He told me he hasn't flown that much this year.
I gotta tell you something. That's the prettiest set of colors I think he's had on one of those in a
Yes,
while.
yes. The other one was gaudy.
Yeah.
He had too much junk on it.
He goes for a lot of colors though.
Yeah, he does.
And the
Let's see if
goes
Kent
with the
enjoyed
red
this
and the
ride.
nose, you know, on the
I hope he
side.
didn't spit up in the seat that I'm going to have to sit in. Man, I hate when a guy barfs in a plane just before I get in it.
Or else.
Barf Tyser.
He's gonna want to get in here, so
Yeah, why don't we get the hell out of here? Tyser. Oh, Tyser, you're the man. You're the man, Kent.
$2.65 a gallon.
Good, Kent?
Wonderful.
All right. So your biplane rated now? Did he sign your logbook?
Did you barf? No.
That seat better not be wet when I sit in it.
Not wet. You stand on the seat, stay right on the black wing walk, hang on till you get down.
You're ready, Wendy.
I'm ready. Hold on one second.
When you
Okay,
get down, just
Wendy
go
is
around
now
the front.
becoming a Teletubby.
Coming back up from the front quarter.
the blue max. Or the blue Irving, whichever. Yeah.
Watch out for Rickover. He comes out of the sun.
All right, Kent, shoot some pictures. Oh, you got the...
I've got it on.
Give me the...
So you become a Teletubby.
Oh, man. Where's John Brodak when I really need him?
He's ready.
That camera. I want to see the AMA site. Okay. Now we're going to fly right over the AMA site, so I hope everybody enjoys seeing it from there. AMA site is... You can hear that loud? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you ever get real close to one?
Well, the large scale's the only ones that get that high.
The big ones.
Most of them around 400 feet as high as they get. So it's large scale, they'll go around 11, 1200 feet.
What'd you think, Wendy?
Better than the AT6.
I gotta tell you, I watched the takeoffs, I watched the landing. Nice and soft and smooth and gentle.
It's beautiful.